Okay, so the fly I'm going to tie today is called the river rat, and it's an articulated streamer. And I always take my rabbit strip and I use a little bit longer piece than I'm probably going to need. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the tail on the backside and I'm going to part the hair as best I can. Put that right there. And you want to have maybe a centimeter and a half coming off the back from where you're going to. Okay. So you can see there, once it's done, that hair is going to come back down. This is the most time-consuming part, is take a piece of backing and use like a bobbin threader or something along those lines. And you're going to put your backing through the eye of the rear hook, like that. And then take the shank that you've cut and put it in the vise. Now this sometimes will slip a little bit because the hook's not in there to stabilize it. And so just be careful, make sure it's good and tight. I'm going to just put a simple black cone head on. Right there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the backing and I'm going to thread it underneath the cone head, through the eye, and then back. Start my hook here and I'm going to bring the thread all the way down so that there's no slip when I tie the backing on. And it gets harder as that backing starts to fray on the end. So what I'll do now, just to make it easier on the way back through, just trim those a little bit. Okay, now bring both of them back through the cone head. So what I'm going to do now is take this backing and just wrap it forward and back. So this is what's going to hold that back stinger on. So make sure when you wrap it pretty tight. Don't be afraid to use a fair amount of thread. Okay, and you're going to have these two tails. Let's go ahead and cut those off. And bring your wrap all the way to the back. Just kind of push that off to the back like that. Just going to do it real thin. A little more than halfway down the shank. Okay, so that's going to be your body there. So what I'm going to do now is, again, take this rabbit strip, just kind of comb it back, see where it's going to fit the end hook there. Kind of figure that there. I'll cut it right there. Down. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use two different types of hackle. I'm going to tie the copper down and tie it down really well. Just kind of wrap this around the head. Piece of copper wire that's sticking out. Just make sure all that rabbit hair is pushed back, and then you got your hackle. And there's the finished product.